stranger to extravagant concerts and shows. And based on the light show we've got going right now, things are heating up in Hotlanta tonight. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build. Because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Gets the back moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
You know, we talked about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wilson will throw. Dances away. That's it, fly. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Meredith. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
To the ground, he's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Caught over the middle. It's Lyle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And, Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The inside handoff. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on the extra point. They were getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wilson to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move there. There he goes. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Shoot, quick toss to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put it.
Breaks into the open. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The play action fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys. More of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Rushes on him. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Gonna run it. It's Braswell. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. The sure hands, it's Taylor. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Well, if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just trying to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Fakes to grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. And a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
shoots it to the left. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a gap. It's Braswell. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got a man. It's Taylor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Mahan. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throwing right. Got his man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Mahan. And he was flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Shows him the stiff arm. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open. So throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And the Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Brings it in down the left side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Setting up the screen. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
To the air on first down. He unleashes a long one. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-0. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. A run from the quarterback, fighting off the defender. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Braswell. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Going to sling it on second down. Here comes the heat. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be third and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still running at the 40. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back was one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it's his fourth interception of the game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So you either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to buy time. There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, and live to fight another down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Mahan. That's caught, it's Taylor. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Buying some time. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the run, it's Lyle. Brings into the open. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. You see, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Canes. He got a step and just dusted the field. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And the Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for room, it's Maddox. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The give to the back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. The Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This is an area of the game on offense. You've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Miami.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.